high atop the Arcata ballpark, and we're located just a block from the historic plaza in downtown Arcata. And tonight, the final game of a 4-game set over a couple of months with the B52's, the B52 Bombers from Eureka, who last night absolutely pulverized the Crabs after having lost the first 2 games earlier in the season. And last night we had a gentleman, Robbie Carling, who drove in 8 runs. And Benjamin, I cannot remember.
I don't think that's ever happened here.
I don't think either an opponent or anyone on the Crabs having 8 RBIs in one evening. Of course, it's kind of nice when you come up twice with the bases loaded. And Robbie Carling the first time hit a bases clearing double. And the next time he came up with the bases loaded, he hit a grand slam home run. He had already driven in a run, I guess, back in the first or second inning. And so he ended up the evening with 8 runs batted in as the Crabs were defeated. What was the final score, 11-1, 10-1, something like that?
11-4, I think.
11-4.
Crabs got a few runs in the 9th inning.
I think I had turned it off, had my warm milk and cookies, and gone to bed by that time.
Well, I wish I'd have done that, too.
Yeah, well, I was kind of counting on you and Liam to hold the fort down, and, that's a minus.
It was a brutal beating.
It was wicked. I heard you get up and in disgust and leave for a while. Liam said, Benjamin's leaving.
It was like I needed a break.
I was pleased to hear that you hadn't thrown yourself out the window, which happened on a few occasions. Anyhow, we're having a nice crowd coming in tonight, and this as the also last night's game prevented the Crabs from one of their goals to try and keep the losses in single digits in a year. And last night they lost their 10th game of the season against 33 wins. So better than 75% ain't too shabby. The Crabs tonight are going to be in their traditional home whites, the traditional Crab uniform, and the B52 Bombers in their road jerseys with
they got them
gray
partying
pants.
out there on the field. They got their massage table. They really think they're something, don't they? Those people.
Well,
they're
after
laying
last night,
around on the grass, playing with kids, getting a massage. It's one game, guys. All right, it's one game.
all right.
Let's see where you end up tonight.
Let's. Those are words to live by. We will see if they are. We'll see if they're carried through.
Yeah, look at that. It's like they own the place.
Benjamin carries a grudge. He does carry a grudge. And the B-52s did it to us last night, so he is concerned about that. It's an overcast night. I can't say anything too wonderful about it. The fact of the matter is we've got unhealthful air as a result of the fires, I guess, both from the east in Redding and perhaps from the north in Oregon, and maybe the south from Mendocino. So the air has been deemed unhealthy at the ballpark, but the game will continue. No surprise, not many games left, but the Colt 45s suspended the remainder of their season for rather obvious reasons. You can hear in the background that we are blessed tonight by the world-famous Crabgrass Band with fiddle tonight. We haven't had the fiddle all year, not at all games, but tonight we've got a fiddle, and so we'll have fun fiddling around, I guess. Crowd still coming into the ballpark. And we want to remind you that this weekend is the final weekend of the 2018 season. We will be playing Friday and Saturday night, and then the final game on Sunday against the Bay Area Blues. And I think Benjamin mentioned last night that the Bay Area Blues are an all-star team in a collegiate league in the Bay Area. Not totally in the Bay Area, though, because Salinas is one of the teams in that league. So this is an all-star team made up of a number of teams in the Bay Area League. So it should be good competition for the final 3 games of the season. And, of course, then comes the void, and we are without baseball for 10 months. So if you were thinking about making a Crabs game, not much time left. We hope we'll see you out here this weekend. The managers are meeting with the 3 umpires down by home plate, exchanging lineup cards, and we're going to be underway fairly soon. Let me give you the. Did you guys ever find the advertisements last night? Okay, good. All right.
I read them all.
All right. Okay, I didn't hear those, but this is good. Let me give you the lineups for the visiting B52 Bombers. We kind of last night just called them the B52's. They call themselves the Bombers, though. They talk about Bomber Field in Redwood Acres in Eureka. Leading off in center field will be Daniel Teasley. Hitting second at third base, former Crab stalwart Spencer Duggan. Batting third in right field for the B52's will be Julian Gonzalez. Hitting cleanup, three-time MVP for the Humboldt Crabs. He is now a fixture with the B52 Bombers. He's one of the founders of the team. Jeff Giacomini batting cleanup and playing first base. Hitting fifth and doing the catching tonight will be Aiden Morris. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Tommy Gale. Batting seventh, he's the man. He was the man last night, Robbie Carling. Carling in left field. Batting eighth at second base will be Ethan Fischel. And batting ninth at shortstop, Kyler Arenado. On the mound tonight for the B52's will be Tanner Kane. Kane comes into tonight's ballgame with a record of 2 wins against 1 defeat, an earned run average of 4.86 in 46 1/3 innings of pitching. And he's going to try and duplicate the starter for the B52's last night, who had an outstanding outing. And now, the lineups for the Humboldt Crabs. Here's everybody's favorite professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Hope. Kellen Strom in center fielder leads it off. Johnny Mendoza, the catcher, bats second. Coco Figueredo at second base bats third. And McCarthy Tatum at third base bats cleanup. Connor Blair in right field bats fifth. Jackson Critch will be the DH and bats sixth. Chase Larson, first base, bats seventh. Wesley Gone-Gibson, the shortstop, bats eighth. Left fielder Otis Statham bats ninth. And on the mound for the Crabs, it's Jack Enger. Enger's numbers coming in are, he has no record. This is his first start. This is his first start of the season. In 15 innings pitched, he's given up 22 hits, 11 earned runs, 3 walks, 21 strikeouts, an ERA of 6.60.
So both starters tonight with rather high earned run averages. That didn't seem to matter last night. Troutner came in with a low ERA and got blasted. Got rocked hard. And their starter last night had a high earned run average and
was unhittable.
Pitched an outstanding. How many hits did he give up?
2.
2 hits through what, 7 or 8 innings?
Yeah, 2 or 3 at the most.
Yeah.
He didn't walk anybody or hit anybody either.
Yeah,
that was
certainly
all
makes
he
a
gave
difference.
up were 3 hits.
Yeah, I think Kellen Strom had a home run, and that was the only big blow for the Crabs.
Hit, and that was it.
Yeah. All right, the umpires for tonight's game down by home plate. It'll be Daniel Osborne calling the balls and strikes, Michael Cowan at first base, and J.J. Norton will be at third. Interestingly, the Crabs' first baseman tonight is Chase Larson, and he got tossed by Michael Cowan, and Michael Cowan is the first base umpire tonight, so I imagine there'll be some amends making over at first base before we get underway. The Crabs are being introduced to the crowd now. The lights are on. Do we know why the lights have suddenly started going on at 7 o'clock instead of 8? I think it makes it perhaps an easier transition for the players as darkness comes, but it's something that's happened over the last 2 weeks or so. Yeah. Not much of a breeze tonight. The temperature probably in the low 60s. Number of folks in sweatshirts and jackets. Not too many people in short sleeve shirts tonight. So the game shall go on despite the fact that the weather is not ideal, despite the fact that the air quality is less than wholesome. Tonight, the Crabs security staff is going to sing the national anthem. And various Crabs coaches are bowing down to the security staff as they head out toward the mound with their brooms and shovels and all kinds of goodies, and they're going to now sing the national anthem. Okay. All right. A big hand for the security staff of the Humboldt Crabs who entertained us with tonight's national anthem. Let me set the Crabs for you defensively as Jack Inger takes his warm-up tosses. Inger, 6'4", 215-pounder from the University of Washington. As Benjamin mentioned, all his appearances thus far this season have been in relief, so he's getting a start tonight. In the crouch behind the plate will be Johnny Mendoza, Chris Larson, the first baseman, Kiko Figueiredo at second base, Wesley Gon Gibson is the shortstop, McCarthy Tatum, the hot corner at third base. In left field, it'll be Otis Statham. In center field, Kellen Strom. And in right field, Connor Blair. The B52's trying to make it 2 in a row and even the season series at 2. You recall last year the teams played 3 games, and it was the third and final game, the rubber game, that was by the B52's to give them bragging for the year. But now, if the Crabs can win tonight, they will assume bragging rights until next season. The security staff getting a nice hand as they walk by the crowd. Folks still coming into the ballpark. About 20 minutes before the ball game, there was not a line. People getting here late, and so there is a line now, and some folks are going to miss at least the opening moments of tonight's contest. Crabgrass Band with us tonight, and I guess 2 more times this season. Friday night against the Bay Area Blues, and then the concluding game on Sunday. Friday night's game was Giants-A's fan night, so wear your team colors. I would guess there are more Giants fans than A's fans here, but we shall see. All right, we're ready to go. Leading off for the B52's, the center fielder will be Daniel Teasley. He'll be followed by Spencer Duggan and Julian Gonzalez. The big right-hander, Jack Inger, on the mound, looks into Johnny Mendoza for the sign.
Teasley 2 for 6 last night.
Home plate umpire Daniel Osborne asking the B52's to get into the dugout.
J.J. Norton.
Oh, that is J.J. Norton at home plate, so that's been a switch. We were told it was going to be Daniel Osborne. So Norton behind the plate, I guess. Osborne at first? Well, we'll get it later.
Osborne's at third.
First pitch is taken for a called strike 1. Fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside, and the count even at 1. Crabs infield back all the way around. The pitch taken a bit low, over the plate but low. It's 2-1. You recall last night the B52's had their hitting shoes on early. They were hitting the ball hard early. That pitch misses as well. 3 balls and a strike now to Teasley. The 3-1 offering. Hit into right field. That's going to be caught. A running catch by Connor Blair. Nice play, Connor. 1 down. So Teasley, an opposite field line drive. 1 away, and that'll bring up former Crab Spencer Duggan. Duggan, right-handed hitter. And my recollection is that when Spencer played for the Crabs, that he played most often at second base. But
that's correct, I believe.
I'm not 100% sure. The first pitch to him is a bit high.
It's mine as well.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. He was 3 for 5 in last night's game.
Yeah, that's typical. He's always a good hitter. And he fouls that one off out of play, so the count even at 1. Right-hander versus right-hander. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, little flare behind second base. Figueiredo over to gather it in for the second out. So Duggan pops to second, 2 away, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Julian Gonzalez. Gonzalez, left-handed hitter.
Gonzalez was 1 for 5 last night.
How many hits did they get? Did we get the total? It was a bunch. Fastball high and away, 1-0.
19 hits by my count.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it was a brutal evening.
It was a beating, no doubt about it. The 1-0 offering to Gonzalez is swung on and grounded right back to the mound. Inger, a tall guy, reaches up, grabs it, and throws to Larson for the putout. And the B52's are down in order in the first inning. And at the end of half an inning, it's the B52's 0, and the Crabs coming to bat. And you're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcata, Eureka.
Shout-outs to be had for $1 at the souvenir stand, where you can also find your 2018 Humboldt Crabs player cards still available for sale. Tomorrow night is fireworks night number 2 at Arcata Ballpark. After After the fireworks Saturday night, volunteers are asked to help pick up the debris in the field here in front of the crowd.
All right, ready to go in the bottom of the first inning. Kellen Strom, the only bright spot in the lineup for the Crabs last night, hit a home run. Strom will be followed by Johnny Mendoza and Coco Figueiredo. Tanner Kane on the mound, right-hander. Comes into the ballgame with a 2-1 record. Rocks into the windup, and his first pitch is high and inside, 1-0. Kane pitching to Aiden Morris.
Strom leads the Crabs with a .417 batting average.
Pitch is a strike and a count even.
He also leads with a .573 slugging average and a .496 on-base percentage.
The pitch to Kellen is high, 2-1. Jeff Giacomini, the first baseman. Ethan Fischel at second. Kyler Arenado is the shortstop, and Spencer Duggan at third. The 1-1 pitch backs him off the plate. It's 3-1. In the outfield, it's Robbie Carling in left, Daniel Teasley, the center fielder, and Julian Gonzalez in right. The 3-1 to Strom is grounded back to the pitcher. Comes off the mound and underhands to Giacomini for the out. So each pitcher with a nice fielding play in the first inning, one down, and that'll bring up Johnny Mendoza.
Johnny Mendoza comes in batting .196.
At bat, your catcher, number 10, Johnny Mendoza.
Right-hander versus right-hander. Tanner Kane gets the sign from Aiden Morris and comes to the plate with a fastball that's taken a bit high, 1-0. One ball and no strikes to Johnny Mendoza. We're just underway. That fastball misses wide. 2-0. Folks still coming into the park. This crosstown rivalry draws large crowds, even midweek. There's a high chopper. Picked up by the second baseman, throws to first in time for the out. Tough play for Fischel because it was a high bouncer, but he couldn't get it on the one bounce, and he had to short hop it. Did it well and retired Mendoza very quickly. 2 down for the Crabs in the home half of the first, and that'll bring up Coco Figueiredo. I think Coco had one base hit at least last night.
Yeah, he had a single last night. Comes in at .346, .475 on base percentage.
Switch hitting Figueiredo, batting left against the right-hander Tanner Kane. The pitch. Fastball inside, 1-0.
Figueiredo also leads the club in walks. He's walked 41 times in 200 plate appearances.
Grounds that one between first and second base and into right field for a single. So a 2-out single for Figueiredo. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, McCarthy Tatum.
Tatum comes in at batting .360.
Number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
.555 slugging, that's second on the club, and a .436 on base percentage. And he leads the team with 46 RBIs.
And he also leads the team in stolen bases. But you don't have those statistics.
I don't believe I do.
They're over
You may
here.
have those.
Yeah, there you go. Line drive. Whoa, almost took the pitcher's head off over second base and into center field. Fielded there by Teasley, who gets it back into the infield. A hot shot up the middle. And Crabs now with runners at first and second with 2 down. And here's Connor Blair. So the Crabs trying to get something going. A 2-out rally here. Connor Blair coming to the bat.
Next up, your right fielder, number 13, Connor Blair.
Blair's batting .278.
From the stretch, Kane looks into Morris for the sign.
Second on the club with 36 RBIs.
And now he steps off the rubber. All right, Connor Blair now back into the batter's box. Kane back foot on the rubber. At the set. The pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. He's got it. He's going to go the short way to second base for the fielder's choice. And that'll do it for the Crabs in the first inning. No runs, a pair of hits, no errors, 2 left. And at the end of an inning complete, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball. KGOE 1480 Arcadia Rica. All right, welcome back to the ballpark.
Our final series of the season against the Bay Area Blues.
Heading into the top of the second inning, we are scoreless. It'll be the middle of the order for the B52's, beginning with former Crab great Jeff Giacomini. He'll be followed by Aiden Morris and Tommy Gale.
At bat for the B52's, first baseman number 52, Jeff Giacomini.
Enger retired the B52's in order in the first inning. Giacomini always a threat to go deep, and the first pitch is fouled straight back, strike 1. Enger rocks into the wind, and his 0-1 offering is taken just a bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. A bit of a breeze now. Don't know that it will have much effect this evening. There's a ground ball to the third baseman, fielded by Tatum, and his throw to first in plenty of time to get Giacomini 1 down. That'll bring up the catcher, Aiden Morris.
At bat the catcher, number 23, Aiden Morris.
Enger comes to the plate, and the breaking ball stays high, 1-0. Enger's 1-0 pitch, grounded down to the second baseman. Fielded there nicely by Figueiredo, who's tossed to first, and Morris is down. Quickly 2 up, 2 down for the B52 Bombers in the second, and that'll bring up their designated hitter, Tommy Gale.
Next up, designated hitter number 19, Tommy Gale.
Enger comes to the plate, and the first pitch is hit high and foul down the right field line, well out of play, strike 1. We got a group of Cub Scouts with us this evening out in the left field picnic area. Is that right? Yeah. Cub Scout Pack 95. Welcome to the Cub Scouts. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. I'm still working on my Weeblo badge. And in the right field picnic area, we have the St. Joseph Health Medical Group. So welcome all. The 0-2 offering, fouled straight back. We'll do it again, no balls and 2 strikes. Inger looks into Mendoza. Kicks and deals. Strike 3 called. Breaking pitch. Gale frozen at the plate. And the B52's down in order again. At the end of an inning and a half, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka. 5343K. It'll be Jackson Critch, Chase Larson, and Wesley Gon Gibson to face the right-handed offerings of Tanner Kane. Crabs had a couple of two-out singles, but were unable to score in the first inning. Jackson Critch serving as the designated hitter in tonight's ballgame. The pitch from Kane is a ball 1-0.
Jackson Critch is batting. .342.
High chopper. Shortstop's got it on a big bounce. Throw to first in time to retire Critch. One away. That'll bring up Chase Larson.
Larson comes in at exactly 200.
On the nose. Right-hander versus right-hander. Kane gets the sign from Morris, and the pitch is a bit inside, 1-0. Kane's 1-0 pitch is grounded down to the third baseman, fielded there by Duggan. His throw across the diamond, and very quickly the Crabs have two down. Both pitchers working quickly and efficiently. And that'll bring up Wesley Gon Gibson.
At bat, the shortstop, number 14, Wesley Gon Gibson.
Gon Gibson batting .303. .424 on base percentage. He got hot about midseason and has kind of stayed right around there.
Line drive into left field for a base hit between third and short into the gap. Solid single. So again, the Crabs get a base knock, but there are two outs. And that'll bring up Otis Statham. Otis, right-handed hitter. I think he's still the leader among the Crabs in home runs.
He is. Yes, he is. And his average is up to 222 now. It's the highest it's been all season. Made a lot of solid contact lately.
The pitch to Otis, outside corner for a called strike with a slider, 0-1. Otis just looks a lot more comfortable at the plate. His stance is a lot more comfortable. When he started this season, I just didn't see how he could hit the ball. He was all hunched up. The 0-1. Low, the runner goes. No, they are going to throw down way high, safely into second base is Gon Gibson, and we're going to give him a stolen base on that. It was a delayed steal, but I think it was a steal.
Well, I'm more inclined to call it a wild pitch myself.
All right.
I don't know. What?
We're waiting on the decision. Benjamin has time. He's going to think it over. He's going to look at the replay. Oh, shucks, we don't have one.
Call New York.
Yeah, call New York. 1-1 the count to
Yeah, I
Statham.
guess it's a stolen base.
All right, we're going to give Don Gibson a stolen base on that one.
And that would be number.
Not a lot. Breaking ball just a bit inside. 2-1.
That would be his 7th in 9 tries.
All right. Not a lot, but a pretty good percentage. 2 balls and a strike to Statham. Kane at the belt. The 2-1. Up high, 3 balls and a strike. After Statham, we go to the top of the lineup and Kellen Strom. Hitters count now for Otis Statham. Kane, a long look into Morris. Now he's set. The 3-1 pitch. Misses. It goes to the backstop. And moving over to third base on the wild pitch is Don Gibson. Moving over to first base on the walk is Otis Statham. So now the Crabs, again, after 2 outs, are threatening. Runners at the corners, and the leadoff hitter, Kellen Strom, who grounded out pitcher to first in the first to get the Crabs going.
Number 18, Kellen Strom.
Kane at the set. The pitch to Strom, breaking ball in there for a called strike 1. Kane at the set. The 0-1 pitch. That curveball. The 1-1 to Strom. High pop-up into shallow center field. The center fielder's got a long run, but he's got room and he's got the ball, and that'll do it for the Crabs in the second inning. No runs, a hit. No errors, 2 left again, and at the end of 2 complete, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Rica. Want to tell you about some of the things coming up this weekend. Friday night is Giants A's fan night, so wear your colors for your favorite team among the two. We don't want to see Dodger jackets, Giants or A's jackets. It's also Humboldt County Fair giveaway night. There's a tennis ball toss promotion for all kinds of goodies to tickets to the fair and so forth that'll take place. And then Saturday, big night, fireworks night. Always a huge turnout, so be sure and come early Saturday. Robbie Carling to the bat. Oh, boy, was he the man of the hour last night. And he takes the pitch for a called strike from Jack Inger. B52's looking for their first base hit of the ball game.
He had a single, a double, a home run. He had 2 singles, a double, and a home run, and 8, count them 8 RBIs.
Fouls that one back out of play. So Jack Inger ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to Robbie Carling. Right-hander versus right-hander. Inger's 0-2 pitch. Lashed foul over by the judo hut. Boy, that was a shot. Everybody okay over there? I don't think it hit anybody, but it It bounced off the judo hut and could have come back and hit somebody, but I think everyone's okay. The 0-2 offering. In the dirt, a ball and 2 strikes. Carling, I'm sorry, Jim.
I was going to say, I noticed we haven't seen Kenton Carruthers pitch in a while. Is he still with the team, or do we know if he's injured or what's going on here? Huh.
No, I haven't heard anything. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ball is dropped. Mendoza picks it up and throws to first for the out. Second strikeout of the ball game for Jack Inger, and it'll bring up Ethan Fischel.
Well, that's a lot better than last night. Fischel.
Yeah.
was 1 for 5 last night with a double.
All right. So, Jack Inger strikes out Robbie Carling in his first at bat tonight after he got 4 hits last night. He had it coming. Fastball high, 1-0. He was due to make an out. Inger's 1-0 pitch to Fischel. High fly ball into medium depth center field. Strom's got a beat on it, and Kellen puts it away for the second out of the inning. With 2 down, it'll be Kyler Arenado, left-handed hitting shortstop, coming to the bat.
Next up, shortstop number 9, Kyler Arenado.
First pitch is fouled off to the left and out of play, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Arenado. 2 down here in the top of the third in a scoreless contest. The 0-1 fastball outside corner just below the belt. It's 0-2. Inger's 0-2 offering. Ground ball down to the third baseman, fielded there by Tatum. Throw to first in time for the out. And again, the B52's gone in order. And at the end of 2.5, we're still scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
Okay, Fan Solutions for Small Businesses provides bookkeeping and accounting support to small business owners, including full-service payroll processing. Their office is in the Greenwell Building at 8th and N in Arcata. It's open 10 to 3 Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Call them at 267-7923.
Johnny Mendoza to lead off the Crabs' third inning. He'll be followed by Coco Figueiredo and McCarthy Tatum. Line drive into left field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. A solid single by Mendoza to lead it off for the Crabs in the third. First time this evening that the Crabs have had the leadoff batter aboard.
Interesting to have Johnny Mendoza batting second in the lineup.
Yeah.
Not usually where we would see him.
Well, he rewarded Robin Guyver with that base hit to get things going here. And here's Coco Figueiredo. Mendoza does not have blazing speed at first base. Held on there by Jeff Giacomini. Figueredo does have good speed at the bat. Third baseman about even with the bags. That's Spencer Duggan. Figueredo takes a fastball inside, 1-0. Flashing signs that are mysterious to us but mean something to Coco. The 1-0. He swings and grounds it right to Giacomini, who steps on the bag, and now they've got a pickle going. And the tag is made. So a double play. Figueredo hit it right to Giacomini. 3-6-3 DP. And there are two gone. Quicker than you can say Jackie Robinson. There are two away. Here's McCarthy Tatum. He had a solid base hit in his first at bat.
At bat number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
Infield now back all the way around. Tatum pitch inside, backs him off the plate, 1-0. Kane's 1-0 pitch. Line drive past the second baseman into center field for a base hit. So Tatum, a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Connor Blair. Connor hit into a fielder's choice in his only at-bat this evening.
Number 13, Connor Blair.
That's the fifth Crab hit here in the third inning, but they've yet to plate anybody.
Nothing to show for it.
No. The pitch to Blair. The runners goes. Ground ball to the third baseman. Duggan's got it. The throw to first in time to retire Blair and the Crabs in the third inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 3 complete, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia Rica. Well, we got a pitcher's battle at least through 3 innings. Crabs, no runs on 5 hits, no errors. The B52's, no runs, no hits, and no errors. Jack Inger, impressive in his first start of the season. We've seen Jack in relief. He was a late addition to the Crabs, as the University of Washington, I guess, was in the College World Series playoffs for a while. They didn't make it to the end, but kept Jack away from the ballpark, from our ballpark, for a little while. It'll be the leadoff hitter, Daniel Teasley, for the B52's. He'll be followed by Spencer Duggan and then Julian Gonzalez. Inga rocks into the windup, and his first pitch is a fastball outside, 1-0. Teasley hit a line drive to Connor Blair to open the ball game. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball past the shortstop into center field. A leadoff single for Teasley. That's the first base hit of the ball game for the B52 Bombers, and it will bring up Spencer Duggan, who hit a pop-up to the second baseman. All right, Teasley takes his lead from first. Duggan at the bat. A bunt, it's in the air. Third baseman Tatum's got it. No play at first, as quickly back to the bag was Teasley. So Duggan tried to bunt. Instead, a bunt pop-up to a third baseman. One down, and that'll bring up Julian Gonzalez.
Next up, number 29, Julian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, left-handed hitter, grounded out pitcher to first in the first. Teasley with a lead, held on there by Chase Larson. Inger steps off the rubber momentarily, now back on. The pitch to Gonzalez, fastball taken for a called strike. It's 0-1. Benjamin, whenever you're ready, just pop on in. It'll be a second. No balls and a strike to Julian Gonzalez. The pitch. Curveball, slow curve, fouled off to the left. So Engler ahead on the count now. No balls and 2 strikes.
Okay, I think I'm ready now.
Okay, here's
Thank
Benjamin.
So 0-2 to Julian Gonzalez. Teasley still over at first. And Enger's pitch.
Ooh,
Hit him on the elbow, and are they calling it a foul ball? It took off his arm protector, and they're calling it what? I don't now. Now they're clearing the field, so I have no idea what's going on. There was one out. Are they saying that the ball was in play and that it was a double play? That's the only
I have to believe that's what it was.
I think it was the third baseman, Tatum, who picked it up, threw to second, and then they threw to first. And so I think the umpires ruled that he made contact with his bat, and it was a ball that was in play, and that makes it a 5-4-3 double play.
The umpires are now out talking it over. The Crabs have left the diamond. They're back to their dugout, but I'm not sure they're not going to be called back.
That's the only thing I can figure. I mean, there was only one out, so it's got to be a double play.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the umpire did not indicate that the batter had been hit.
No, and we all assumed he'd been hit because his arm protector came off, and that's what the B52's were arguing, is he got hit in the forearm. But they're not going to. They are going to say a foul ball now. Yes.
All right, so the ruling is a foul ball, and now the Crabs are out arguing the call. Robin Guyver talking with home plate umpire J.J. Norton. And now again there's going to be a confab between the first base umpire, Michael Cowan, and the home plate umpire, J.J. Norton. And now all 3 umpires are getting together again. The Crabs have gone back onto the field. and now they're saying,
first and second.
now they're saying
hit by the pitch.
Hit by the pitch.
All right, that's what they're going to go with.
They have finally decided on that. All right. So a hit by pitch. Teasley moves to second. Gonzalez at first.
Okay.
As soon as Benjamin gets to the mic, things start to happen.
That's right. Here's Jeff Giacomini now. Giacomini grounded to third in his first at bat. Enger sets. Runners take their lead. And here's the pitch. Slider on the outside corner, taken for a strike. The 0-1. Hit in the air, foul, out of play. 0-2 now to Giacomini. Inger from the belt, looks out at second, and comes home. High bounder out to second base. Critch will toss to second for one, back to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, there was a hit, there were no errors, and a runner left, and at the end of 3.5, no score. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Crabgrass Band playing one of our all-time favorites, Sweet Caroline, and the crowd joins in with the pom-poms. On the mound for his fourth inning of work, Tanner Kane. He's given up 5 base hits, but no runs. Crabs have had runners as far as second base in, well, let's see.
Yeah, that's it. Glenn Gibson got as far as third in the second inning, but
yep,
that's it. Critch Larson and Glenn Gibson to bat here in the bottom of the fourth.
At bat number 4, Jackson Critch.
Jackson Critch grounded to short in his first at bat. Kane winds and deals a breaking pitch that misses high and inside. A packed house at the Arcata Ballpark despite the weather. Here's the 1-0, and that misses down and low and inside, 2-0.
You know, I misspoke, Benjamin, at the beginning of the game. I said the air quality was unhealthy. It was unhealthy where I live in Fieldbrook, but here
It's
you
fine
checked
down
it
here on the
out
coast,
and
yeah.
said it was good. So that's
Good
great.
here on the coast and Eureka today. 3-0 now, the count to Critch. And next pitch misses inside, ball 4. So Critch is aboard with the leadoff walk, and I believe that's the first walk issued by Kane tonight.
I think so. Inger's only walked one, hasn't he?
Yeah,
No, he hadn't walked anybody. He hit a batter.
hit a batter, okay.
Number 19, Chase Larson.
So here's Chase Larson. Larson grounded to short in his first at bat, and there's a fastball in the dirt. So 5 straight pitches that have missed the strike zone from Tanner Kane. Critch with a short lead over at first. Kane sets. And there's the pitch. It's a strike at the knees. Critch bluffed going.
I'm not saying he has a bad strike zone, but I think J.J. Norton has a hitter's strike zone. He doesn't give the pitcher pitches off the plate. Pretty narrow
He
strike
gives him
zone.
the low strike, I noticed. 1-1 the count. And there's a slider in there for a called strike. 1-2. But I think you're right. He doesn't really give the wide pitches much and the inside pitches. 1-2 now is the count to Larson. And the next pitch swung on and missed. That'll be all for Larson. First strikeout of the evening for Kane. And with one out, it'll be Gone Gibson coming to the bat. Gone Gibson singled in his first at bat.
Next up, number 14, Leslie Gone Gibson.
Kane sets and deals a fastball right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. Oh and 1. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch misses inside. 1-1. Runner goes. The 1-1 pitch is high. Now they got him halfway down the second. They throw back to first, and he's a dead duck. I don't know what was going on there. But Critch is out. 2-6-3. Caught stealing.
He seemed to get a late break on that, Benjamin, and then decided he didn't have a chance to make it to second and tried to get back to first. But as you say, he was a dead duck.
So 2 away now. And next pitch to Gone Gibson misses low and inside. 2-1. No, that's a tough play. 2-1 pitch in there for a strike, and the count goes even. 3-2 the count. And the next pitch lined into right field for a base hit. Over to get it is Gonzalez, and Gone Gibson is aboard with his second hit of the night.
Attention, please. Winona Vigil to the souvenir stand. We have something in the lost and found for you. Winona Vigil to the souvenir stand, please.
So here's Otis Statham.
At bat number 8, Otis.
Statham walked. I knew somebody walked in this game. It was Statham.
There you go. You're right.
In his first appearance. So he's got Gone Gibson over at first with 2 away. Here's the pitch, right over the heart of the plate with a change, and it's 0-1.
I wouldn't realize that earlier. You should have said that.
The 0-1. This is low, 1-1. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1.
Aiden trying to deke Gone Gibson at first base, pretending the ball got away. You see, took a step with it like it got back.
Yeah.
But Gone Gibson was not biting. Wesley said, I'm hip to that.
2-1 pitch, way outside, 3-1. Yep. 6 hits in the game now for the Crabs. And they have still yet to play to run. Only 1 hit for the B52's. Kane from the belt. Looks in for the sign and comes home. And that's tapped foul over towards the Crabs dugout. So the count goes full now to Otis Statham. Three-two pitch. Runner goes, and there's a high bounder down towards third base. Barehanded by Spencer Duggan, and he throws him out. Nice
gracious
play. Wow.
Whoa, what a play.
Close play at first, but they got him, and that'll end the inning. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and a runner left, and at the end of 4, we're scoreless. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Benjamin, I think you have all the ads.
Well,
Or they-
talking about the ads, they got totally drenched in iced tea when I spilled my iced tea earlier. And
I can work with
drying them
this.
out, but
I can work with this. Want a better bank? Try a better credit union. Introducing Compass Community Credit Union, formerly California State and Federal Employees Credit Union. We're now open to the community. We offer absolutely free checking with 0 requirements. Plus, we have super low rates on loans to help with all your banking needs. Give us a call at 800-440-8662 or visit compassccu.org. New name, same great credit union since 1951.
all right. Top of the 5th inning, it'll be Aiden Morris, Tommy Gale, and Robert Carling for the B52's. Hence Jack Enger out for his 5th inning of work. Enger's only given up 1 hit and hit a batter, and that's it. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Aiden Morris grounded to second in his first at bat. Next pitch is fastball down low. Ball and a strike now the count.
As a peace advocate, do you call them the B-52s because you don't want to acknowledge bombers?
I hadn't thought of that, but no, I don't really like the whole bombers thing, no.
Okay.
Swung on and missed. 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, 2 and 2. I think baseball names should be, Cubs, Cardinals,
Not
gentle
Not
names.
terrorists.
Not terror. Remember that was one. There was a team called the Terror from Southern California. Remember that?
Southern California
Wow,
terror.
the Terror.
Really?
Nice. But B52's isn't terrible. I just would prefer if they had a less, nuclear holocaust-y kind of name. 2 and 2 to count. And the pitch. High bounder out towards second base. Critch has it and throws him out for out number 1.
Yeah, that's Figueredo, isn't it?
Figueredo. Is it Figueredo? Oh, it's Figueredo second.
Yeah. Critch is
Critch is the
DH
DH
now.
today.
Yeah, Yep.
So here's Tommy Gale. He struck out in his first at bat.
I like the mysterious ones. Up at the plate for the B52's. Number 19, Tommy Gale.
Enger winds and comes home. Swing on a miss. 0-1. I don't much like the Colt 45s either as a name.
Yeah.
Same reason.
Guns.
0-1 the count. I like Astros much better. Fastball in there for a strike at the knees. 0-2.
That's right. The Houston team was originally the Colt 45s,
For
weren't
their
they?
first year, I think only, and then they became the Astros when Mission Control moved in there. Houston. 0-2 the count. Grounded slowly out towards third base. Tatum scoops it up and throws him out for out number 2.
Folks, don't forget to purchase your 50-50 tickets from the crew making their way around the ballpark. Realize last night someone won over $830 in the 50.
Here's Carling.
So make sure you
Struck
buy
out
both
in his
of
first
tonight's
at-bat.
colors to double up on your chances to win the big bucks. At bat number 21, Robbie Carling.
Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball right over the heart of the plate. 0-1 to Carling.
You hear the stadium announcer Trace hustle those 50-50
I know,
tickets?
Last
Yeah,
night somebody
yeah.
won over $800. You could win. You can't win. You can't win if you don't play. Breaking pitch grounded over to third. Backhanded by Tatum behind the bag. Long throw to first. Nice job. Inning over. What a play. B52's go in order in the 5th. We still have no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Humboldt Mortgage has been committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, a business, or land, Humboldt Mortgage will help you get it done. Call Bob J. Lawton at Humboldt Mortgage in Eureka. The number is 445-3027, or you could check him out at humboldtmortgage.net. That's Bob Lawton at Humboldt Mortgage. Halfway through, and nobody has touched home plate yet.
No, they haven't. Top of the order for the Crabs, Strom, Mendoza, and Figueiredo. Kellen Strom 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Kane, and it's a fastball taken inside. 1-0. No runs, a hit, no errors for the B52 Bombers. No runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crabs. There's a hard ground ball over to third. Spencer Duggan throws him out, 1 away.
Logan was noting that tonight we're seeing a lot of ground balls.
Yes, we are. He's right about that.
As opposed to last night when they were flying out of the park.
And hitting the fence and catching the gaps and,
all them things.
Here's Mendoza. He's 1 for 2. There's a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 breaking pitch misses inside, 1-1. There's a slider away, 2-1. Got 2-1. Fastball. It was in there at the knees, really. 2-2. That was a mighty low strike.
Johnny had a little something to say to J.J. Norton, but as a catcher, he wants that strike when he's behind the plate.
2-2 is hit in the air, left field and deep. Left fielder going back. He's on it, up the wall. It's off the wall. Mendoza will cruise into second with a stand-up double. That ball just kept carrying. It didn't sound like it hit it that hard. But
no
he got
wind
it up there, and it just seemed like it just kept carrying. And you're right, there's no wind to speak of. So I don't know what to say about that, but it didn't seem like it was hit all that hard, and yet it ended up about halfway up the fence in left field. So a stand-up double for Mendoza with 1 out. That's the first extra base hit of the game for the Crabs. And here's Coco Figueiredo. 0 for 1. 1 for 2, I mean. From the belt. Here's the pitch. This is down low. One to note Figueiredo, batting left-handed against the right-hander Kane. The 1-0 pitch. In the dirt, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes is the count from the belt. Here's the pitch. Inside corner with a fastball, and it's 2-1.
Coco's been a clutch hitter all season.
Yep, big spot here. The 2-1 is in the dirt, 3-1. From the set, Kane looks out at second. and deals. There's a strike on the outside corner at the knees, and the count goes full. Three-two, rounded slowly out to short. Arnado up with it, throw to first. And there's two away on the play. Mendoza goes to third. That brings McCarthy Tatum to the bat. Tatum 2 for 2 tonight. Hit the ball hard twice. He's making a lot of really hard contact the last couple of weeks. Pretty much everything he hits hard, even when he hits ground balls. Mendoza over at third, 2 away. Here's the pitch, and he hammers that in left center field. That's going to bring in a run, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. On his way to second is Tatum with his league-leading 47th, I believe, RBI on the season. Crabs lead it 1-0.
Crabs finally able to come up with that big 2-out base hit. Third in a row for McCarthy Tatum.
Connor Blair to the bat. Tatum out at second, 2 outs. 1-0 Crabs. And the pitch to Blair. He takes a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Line in the left field for a base hit. Tatum will score. 2-0 Crabs. On the play, Blair goes to second.
Was Tatum going on that pitch? No.
I don't think he was.
How did he get to second?
He doubled.
Oh, it was a double. That's right. Okay. There we go. All right.
All right, so now Blair out at second with 2 outs, 2 runs in for the Crabs. And here's Jackson Critch. Critch is 0 for 2.
I think he's 0 for 1, isn't he? Didn't he walk last time?
You're right. Thank you.
Okay.
0 for 1. He got caught.
Yeah, he got
some kind of pseudo steal thing. What was going on with that? Here's the pitch, and he takes a slider down and away. 1-0. One and 0 to Critch. Blair out at second. Here's the pitch from Kane, and there's a strike at the knees. 1-1. Got a right-hander now warming in the B52's bullpen. There's a slider away. 2-1.
See if you can get me some pie. See if you can get me a piece of pie. She's right down there.
2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. A big cut there on a fastball up in the zone, and it's 2-2 now to Critch. Kane waiting, gets the sign. Now he sets. Here's the breaking pitch called, strike 3, and that'll be all for Critch and the Crabs here in the bottom of the 5th. But they get 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of 5, they're up 2-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
At Slice of Humboldt Pie, everything is made in-house and fresh, hot and ready to take away or dine in. We have something for everyone. Slice of Humboldt Pie is located just off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street. Order online or the Slice of Humboldt Pie app and get 10% off your first order. And we're talking about 2 kinds of pie. We're talking about chicken pot pie, which is filled with chicken, and we're talking about delicious fruit pie.
Yeah,
Slice of Humboldt pie.
Sweet or savory.
Wonderful.
Or both.
Wonderful. All right. Jack Inger finally gets a little support. He leads 2-0 as we head into the 6th, and here's Benjamin.
Thanks, Hope. Fischel, Arenado, and Teasley to bat for the B52 Bombers in the 6th inning. No runs, a hit, no errors for the B52s. 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Crabs. There's a fastball inside. A ball and no strikes now, the count official. He flied to center in his first at bat. The 1-0 pitch. This fastball is a strike on the outside corner. The 1-1. Fastball in there for a strike at the knees. A ball and 2 strikes now is the count. The 1-2. High bounder out towards short, second base, Figueredo. A little leap, grabs it, and throws him out. That was taking some crazy hops on its way out there. Figueredo did a good job just to rush it rather than wait for it to come down.
That's a 9th ground ball out tonight, Benjamin. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Jack Inger on his game this evening.
5 in a row. So here's Kyler Arenado. He grounded to third in his first at bat. And there's a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. The 0-1. Fastball away, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch over the heart of the plate. A ball and 2 strikes now is the count. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Blew it past him. That's all for Teasley. That is the 3rd strikeout, I believe,
I think so.
Inger. That's Arenado, as a matter of fact, not Teasley. 2 away. And now here's Teasley. He's 1 for 2.
Leading the lineup for the B52's, number 4, Daniel Teasley.
Inger rocks and comes home, and there's a fastball low and outside.
I think you were noting a game or so ago the number of young, really young babies here at the park. We've seen a couple of them again tonight.
Yeah. The 1-0 pitch, like a few days old, it looks some of them appear to be.
Well, it's never too young to introduce them to
Not
baseball.
At all. Next pitch is a slider away, 2-0. But it just seems like there's so many of them in the park this year. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses inside, 3-0.
There's an article in, I think it's the current issue of Sports Illustrated, talking about the aging of baseball fans. And the average age of someone watching an NBA playoff is like 41.
3-0. Fastball is right down the middle for a called strike.
The average age of a viewer of, say, the game of the week or a baseball game, 57.
Wow.
Yeah.
3-1 the count. Line in the right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Second hit of the night for the B52's and the second hit for Teasley. And here's Spencer Duggan, 0 for 2. Popped to second and popped to third. And the pop to third was on a bunt, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Bunt attempt, right?
Yep.
So runner at first, 2 away. 2-0 Crabs. Enger sets and deals a fastball high and outside.
We're used to looking at the back of J.J. Norton. I just got to look at his face. He's a young guy. J.J. Norton's got to be one of the youngest umpires
I think so,
here.
yeah. The 1-0 pitch. Popped high in the air, out of play. A ball and a strike, the count. The 1-1 to Duggan. Runner goes. The pitch is in the dirt. The throw down to second is in the center field. No further advance. So Teasley steals second. And he's in scoring position now with the count 2-1 to Duggan.
That's one of the few poor throws
Yeah,
by Johnny Mendoza this season.
He's right on the money. That one sailed on him.
Yep. No error on the play.
So 2-1 the count. Now Enger asks for a different baseball. Two and one the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball away. 3-1. 3-1. Swung on and missed. I guess the count was 3-2. So that'll end the inning. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of 5.5, it's 2-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
One hit, no runs and no
Spencer
errors.
chased ball 4.
Oh, yeah.
Harper Motors has been serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest deals in new and used cars. You can look for the Carousel 2 miles north of Eureka or visit us online at harpermotors.com. You know, Harper Motors is donating $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs hit this season.
Chase Larson to lead it off for the Crabs. Larson, Gone, Gibson, and Statham. It's bat here in the bottom of the sixth. Crabs are up 2-0.
Ooh.
There's a breaking pitch, just missed hitting him inside. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. The 1-1. Hit in the left field for a base hit, just off the glove of Spencer Duggan. So Larson aboard to lead off the sixth inning for the Crabs.
Got a right-hander throwing down in the B52's bullpen. Yeah, it looks like he's bearing down out there.
Here's Gone Gibson. 2 for 2. Larson over it for a short lead. Here's the pitch, fastball away. 1-0. The 1-0. Hits him on the shoulder. He's all right. He'll go down to first. But that'll put runners on first and second with nobody out for Otis Statham.
And that'll bring the manager out, and that'll be it for Tanner Kane, as the manager has pointed to the bullpen. So we're going to have a new pitcher coming into the ball game. Kane did a nice job, but he's just kind of run out of gas.
Yeah.
In the last inning plus, he's given up 4 of the 10 hits that the Crabs have had, in addition to now hitting Wesley Gone Gibson. So we got a new pitcher coming in. We'll try and grab a number and a name for you. While that's going on, let us thank the folks at Blue Lake Casino and Hotel. Just minutes from both the Pacific Ocean and rugged mountains, Blue Lake Casino and Hotel offers affordable, spacious rooms with views of the gorgeous Mad River Valley and the pristine forests filled with coastal redwoods. Take a dip in our outdoor heated swimming pool or our outdoor hot tubs. They're open year-round from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Give us a call, toll-free, 877-BLC to win, or visit us at BlueLakeCasino.com. That's Blue Lake Casino and Hotel. Also want to mention that the final, I think it's the final, they may have one after that. Maybe the penultimate Crabs Corner this Sunday night at 6 o'clock during the 6 o'clock news on KIEM Channel 3, the Spirit of the North Coast. There'll be a special report on Crabs baseball, insider interviews with Crabs players and coaches, game highlights, and trivia. In fact, one lucky winner who has the correct trivia answer will receive a pair of Crabs tickets. Well, that won't be true this Sunday, will it? Because there won't be any more tickets to give away. Sunday night, they will wrap up the Crab season. No games after Sunday. This is the final weekend of the 2018 edition of the Humboldt Crabs. And, of course, next year, a big year, the 75th anniversary of this Humboldt Crabs team. All right, so we got
Tommy Gale into pitch from the DH position. They'll go without a DH. So he will face Otis Statham with runners on first and second.
Nobody up.
Statham 0 for 1 with a walk. Larson out at second, Don Gibson at first. And he's bunting, and he bunts it off his head and knocks his helmet off. He looks like he's okay, although not very happy about it. That just bounced right up and hit him on the helmet. So 0-1 is the count to Otis Statham. See if he's going to try to sacrifice again. Yeah, he's definitely.
Spencer Duggan coming in from third base.
And the pitch. Taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. So that will probably take the bunt off. Oh, thanks. 0-2 the count. Calls, strike 3 on the outside corner. That'll be it for Statham.
Otis thought that was a pretty wide corner.
Yep, so did some fans out in the behind home plate. But with one out, that'll bring Kellen Strom to the bat. Strom is 0 for 3.
At bat number 18, Kellen Strom.
Here's the pitch. Line at the shortstop. He tosses back to second, and they get the double play. What a play by Kyler Arenado on a ball that was ripped in his direction, and a nice dive and a turn to throw out Larson at second. So it's a line out, 6-4 to end the inning. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and one left, and at the end of 6, 2-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Jack Inger will be facing the middle of the order for the B52 Bombers. Heck of a ball game. No run.
What a play by Arenado out of shortstop to end that last inning.
Oh, my goodness. Full out. I mean, he was a full out dive for that ball, and then he was able to get up and throw to second base to record the double play, the second double play that the Crabs have hit into tonight. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the B52 Bombers. For the Crabs, 2 runs on 10 base hits. And they have also played error-free baseball. So it'll be the middle 3, Juan Gonzalez, Jeff Giacomini, and Aiden Morris to try and break through against Jack Inger, who has been nothing short of sensational. Gonzalez, left-handed hitter, grounded out pitcher to first in the first, and then was plunked by a pitch in his last at-bat. So he's 0 for 1 officially, left-handed batter against the right-hander Inger, and the first pitch to him is grounded to the first baseman. Throwing to the pitcher
Nicely
just
done.
in time for the out. Nice play by Chase Larson, and a good play by Inger just to get there in time to record the out, 1 down in the 7th inning. We're going to keep it here after this half inning so we can enjoy the Crabgrass Band and the ballpark staff in their version of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Here's Jeff Giacomini. Giacomini 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out third to first and then hit into a 4-6-3, a second to short to first double play in his last at bat. Right-hander versus right-hander. The pitch to Giacomini is taken for a called strike one. Inger rocks into the wind, and the 0-1 pitch misses wide with a fastball, low and outside, 1-1.
$1,042 folks in the ballpark tonight.
All right.
I wonder what our season attendance is.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
And how it stacks up to previous years.
I don't know. Someone must be keeping that, but
Sure, yeah.
the 1-2 to Giacomini. Fastball swung on and missed for strike three. 2 down, and that'll bring up Aiden Morris as Jack Inger keeps rolling along.
1,042 beautiful baseball fans here on Wednesday night.
Morris has twice grounded out to Coco Figueiredo.
Next up, number 23, Aiden Morris.
Inger's pitch is taken for a called strike one. Inger's had tremendous command tonight. He has just been ahead of the hitters and thrown strikes. The 0-1, fastball high and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Inger has racked up 5 strikeouts on the evening, most of them in the last couple of innings. The next pitch, a bit low, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Aiden Morris. Here in the top of the 7th. The pitch hit in the air to right field. Connor Blair coming in hard, but he's going to have to play it on a bounce. A little flare in there for a single. So a 2-out flare by Aiden Morris, the 3rd hit of the ball game for the B52's, and that'll bring up Tommy Gale. No, it will bring up somebody else. Yes, it is Tommy Gale. Gale started the game as the designated hitter, has now gone to the mound. Inger working from the stretch. Hasn't done that often tonight. And that pitch is a high pop-up into short left field. Coming in is Otis Statham, and Otis puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. The B52's are gone in the 7th. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 6.5, it's still 2-0 Crabs. We're going to keep it right here again because we're going to look forward to hearing from the Crabgrass Band and the ballpark staff who serenaded us with the national anthem tonight. And we're going to hear Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I see the tuba out. We're ready to go. They are lining up indeed. The staff is ready. The tuba is ready. And we're about to hear it, so we'll just move away from the mic and let you enjoy Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Oh, boy.
Nicely done.
Well done, well done. All right, Tommy Gale in relief of Tanner Kane, who pitched well but left the game losing by a 2-0 count. For the Crabs in the home half of the seventh, it'll be Johnny Mendoza, Coco Figueiredo, and McCarthy Tatum. Johnny Mendoza with a couple of hits tonight. He's putting the Mendoza line behind him now. He will go over the 200 mark. Weekend baseball with the Bay Area Blues. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon to conclude, and there's Krusty the Crab, to conclude our season. Mendoza, a single and a double in 3 trips, will be followed by Coco Figueiredo and McCarthy Tatum. Tommy Gale out for his second inning of work. He came in with runners on first and second, struck out a batter, and then got induced a double play. So he certainly did his job in the 6th inning. The first pitch is outside, 1-0 to Johnny Mendoza, who has hit the ball hard twice tonight. Gale's 1-0 pitch, hit in the air to right field. That's going to be playable. Gonzalez is under it, and he makes the catch for the first out. Mendoza, an opposite field fly ball, 1 away, and that will bring up Coco Figueiredo. Coco, a single in 3 trips tonight.
Next up, number 1, Coco Figueiredo.
See a young man down there with a A's jersey. That's tomorrow night, or Friday night, is the Giants-A's jersey night. First pitch is a strike to Figueiredo, but his jersey was with a local lad when he played for the A's, John Jaso out of McKinleyville High School.
Oh, I didn't know that about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is the truth. The 0-1 pitch, Coco takes a curveball on the outside corner, and he questions J.J. Norton on that pitch. Scoreboard says 1-1. I think it's 0-2. Yeah, it is 0-2. Coco thought it was 1-1, but the umpire said
A's,
otherwise.
They just keep rolling along. They won again tonight, 8-3.
Wow. Foul ball off to the right and out of play. They have a shot at
They have a better record.
Seattle.
They have a better record than Cleveland.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
It doesn't help. But I mean, just to point it out.
How far behind the Mariners are they?
They're only a game behind the Mariners.
All right, they got a shot. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball past the pitcher's mound. He touched it. The second baseman's got it. Throw to first is going to be late. That's going to be an infield single for Figueiredo. It bounced off Tommy Gale's glove, and by the time Fischel could throw it to Giacomini, Figueiredo had passed the bag for his second hit of the evening. A 1-out single brings up McCarthy Tatum, and they haven't been able to get him out at all. Tatum, 2 singles and a double on the evening. Tatum getting his first look at Tommy Gale. Gale from the stretch. The pitch high, 1-0. Tatum drove in a run in the 5th inning and then scored the second run. That's the score now, 2-0 Crabs. There's a breaking pitch that misses wide, 2-0. One on, one gone in the Crabs' 7th. Leading 2-0 and trying to get some insurance here. Gale comes to the plate and misses high, 3 balls and no strike. My guess is Tatum will be swinging if he likes it 3-0. We'll see. Here's the pitch. Oh, that was way high, ball 4. So on 4 pitches, McCarthy Tatum trots down to first base. Coco moves up 90 feet to second, and that'll bring up Connor Blair. Blair drove in a run in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 3 on the evening. Connor second on the club in runs batted in. And he plays an outstanding right field. The pitch from Gale. Blair takes a slider on the outside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 to Blair. Figueredo on at second. Tatum on at first. 1 away. And the 0-1 pitch. Line ground ball through the infield into left field. Rounding third and coming to the plate. Here's the throw to the plate. It's not going to be close. It's offline. And scoring on the play is Coco Figueredo. Connor Blair picks up his second run batted into the evening, and the Crabs now lead 3-0. Tatum stops at second. So the Crabs now with runners at first and second, 1 out, and it's a 3-0 ball game. That's a dozen hits for the Crabs this evening. Brief conversation between the battery and Jeff Giacomini over briefly to talk as well.
Big night for Connor Blair. A couple RBIs. Big clutch, 2 big clutch hits.
2 big clutch hits, absolutely. So the Crabs now trying to break it open. They lead 3-0. Jackson Critch, 0 for 2 on the evening.
Next up, number 4, Jackson Critch.
Gale at the belt, a look back at second. He comes to the plate. Breaking ball stays up, 1-0. Over 1,000 fans enjoying the action this evening. The 1-0, the runners go. Pitch is taken, no throw. So a double steal. Tatum on the front end. Connor Blair on the back end. Each get a stolen base. And now the Crabs with 2 runners in scoring position and a hitter's count, 2-0 for Jackson Critch. The infield now comes all the way in. They've got to try and cut that run off at third base. Gale nods affirmatively to Aiden Morris's sign and his 2-0 offering. Just a bit inside, 3-0. A walk here is not the worst thing from the standpoint of the B52's because it sets up force at any base. And the last pitch, they're not even going to make the last pitch. They just point to first base. So the bases are now FOC, full of crustaceans for Chase Larson. Larson a single in 3 trips.
Next up for your Humboldt Crabs, number 19, Chase Larson.
Larson getting his first look at Tommy Gale. Again, now the infield moves back a little in double play depth. That's a chancy situation. Let's see if it pays off for them. From the stretch, the pitch. Larson takes a pitch a bit low, 1-0. Gale choosing to work from the stretch with the bases full of crustaceans. One and 0 to Larson. The pitch. Chase hits a high pop-up on the infield, and that's the infield fly rule. No, it's in foul territory, so there's no infield fly, and the catcher's unable to make the catch. Had that been a fair ball, it would have been an automatic out, but it was foul. And
Crabs caught a break there.
Morris unable to gather it in. So that was a break, and the count 1-1. Chase Larson talking briefly with the on-deck hitter, Wesley Gahn Gibson. The count, a ball and a strike. Gale back foot on the rubber. At the belt. The 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Tatum from third, Blair from second, Critch from first. Here's the 2-1 to Chase Larson. Line drive foul over by the visitors' dugout. And the count is even at 2.
To none other than Spaghetti Bad Guy from Turkey. Happy anniversary, Spaghetti. My heart soars with love, Turkey.
2-2 now the count to Larson. Crab runners take their leads at all 3 bases. Gale nods affirmatively to Morris's sign, and the pitch. Fouled behind us. We'll do it again, 2-2. All right, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch in the ball game. Gale shakes off a sign. Now he's happy. The 2-2. Misses outside with a breaking ball, and the count goes full. A ball here would force in a run. 3-2 to Larson. Gale comes to the plate. Fouled off. He jammed him. High pitch on the inside part of the plate. May have been inside, but Larson fouled it off, so we'll do it again, 3-2.
Close pitch. Probably too close to take.
Yeah. I hate to see a called third strike.
Yeah.
In this situation. Be swinging. All right, 3-2. Chase Larson at the bat. Gale on the mound. The payoff pitch. High fly ball into center field. That should score a run. Center fielder's got it. Tagging up and scoring on the sacrifice fly is McCarthy Tatum, and the Crabs lead 4-0. So credit Chase Larson with a big RBI as he gets plaudits from the Crabs coming off the bench for that big sacrifice fly to make it 4-0.
And a great at bat, too.
Absolutely. He fought his way to get that pitch and did what he wanted with it, hit it out to Teasley, and it's now 4-0. The other 2 Crabs remain, Blair at second and Critch at first. And Wesley Gone Gibson coming up. 2 big insurance runs here in the 7th for the Crabs. Runners at first and second, 2 out. They may not be done. They haven't got Gone Gibson out all night. He's twice singled and was hit by a pitch, and he takes a breaking pitch low and outside, 1-0. So Gone Gibson been on base all 3 at bats. Trying to keep it rolling here. Gale is at the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled behind us, a ball and a strike. A ball and a strike to Gone Gibson. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball into short right field. That could drop, and it does for a base hit. That's going to score a run. So a little flare by Gone Gibson for the 4th consecutive time he's on base. Connor Blair scores. Jackson Critch moves to third. It is a 5-0 Crabs lead. So the 7th inning, the inning that Krusty the Crab makes an appearance. Benjamin says he's always the spark plug.
It's always up to Krusty.
And Krusty does it tonight. A little help from the Crab batters, and here is Otis Statham. Pitch is fouled at the plate, strike one. I think that's hit number 13, isn't it? I think they had 12. Lucky 13. That's a lot of base hits for 6 innings, 7 innings now, 6 2/3. Statham, the 8th batter to come to the bat for Robin Guyver's 9. Runners at the corner. Statham takes a pitch for a called strike 2. Gale ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 offering. High fly ball into center field. That's playable. Moving under it is Teasley, and he puts it away for the 3rd out. However, the Crabs come up with 3 big runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And at the end of 7 complete now, it's the Crabs 5 and the B52 Bombers nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka.
It's on. Everything in here is good.
No, absolutely.
5 seconds.
Jack Inger out for his 8th inning of work has been nothing short of sensational. And he'll face the bottom third of the B52's order, but the first guy coming up in that bottom third is Robbie Carling. Carling 0 for 2 tonight, but last night he was lights out. Drove in 8 runs with a single, a double, and a grand slam home run. He was robbed by a fine play by McCarthy Tatum in his last at bat. So it'll be Carling, Ethan Fischel, and Kyler Arenado. Arenado, who made a sensational play at shortstop. All-out dive to get a line shot. Just able to reach out and make the play, and then got up and threw to second base to complete the double play. All right, here's Robbie Carling to lead it off. Jack Inger rocks into the windup, and the first pitch is waved at and missed, strike 1. Inger has fanned 5 batters. Has he walked anybody? That pitch is down low, 1-1. I think he hit a batter, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He hit Julian Gonzalez back in the 4th inning, but he has not given away much. The 1-1 line foul off the screen. It's 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the B52 Bombers. 5 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for the Crabs. The 1-2 pitch. Little flare into short left field. It's going to fall. After a wide turn, Carling back to first base. A leadoff single for the ball. Fischel flew out to center fielder Strom and grounded out Figueiredo to Larson. 0 for 2 on the evening. Right-handed hitter with an open stance. Inger works from the stretch, and the pitch. Fastball misses wide, 1-0. A big 3-run 7th has made it a 5-0 lead now for the Crabs. The B52s have a big mountain to climb. The 1-0 inside corner at the belt. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled back onto the screen, 2-2. Carling with a leadoff single at first base, a very modest lead, trailing by 5. They don't want anybody picked off at this point. The 2-2 to Fischel. Swing and a miss. 6 strikeouts now for Jack Inger.
The winner will be holding a green ticket. Green ticket number 75323.
Well, this has got to be one of the finest starts by a Crab starter this season, and it's his very first start.
It's definitely one of the best of the season, and definitely his best pitching performance by far.
I think we have a pinch hitter here. 25? 15, is it 15? 15.
Yeah, it's
25?
Sam Nastari. Sam Nastari for Arenado.
All right, Sam Nastari at the bat, and the first pitch to him is a swing and a miss.
Bat number 25, Sam Nastari.
So we assume Nastari then will go into the shortstop position vacated by Arenado. 0-1 the count to Nastari. The runner goes, the pitch is swung on and hit to the second baseman. He throws to first for the out. 2 down. So by running on the pitch, Carling avoided what could have been a double play, but a still rather surprising attempt to steal with a 5-run deficit.
Yeah.
2 down, and we go to Daniel Teasley. Teasley, a couple of hits in 3 at-bats. He has stolen a base. But to Carling's credit, he may have known that he had a great jump, and they could not get him. So Carling at second base now with 2 outs. Teasley trying to find a way to bring him home and put a run on the board for the B52 Bombers. Inger trying to keep that shutout, and that's a breaking ball for a called strike, 0-1. Teasley with 2 of the 4 base hits garnered by the B52s this evening. Inger, a long look in now to Johnny Mendoza. The 0-1. Breaking pitch. Ooh, just misses somehow.
Where did that miss?
I guess it was a little high, but looked like it was over the plate, so it must have been high. The count 1-1 now to Teasley. Inger at the belt. Jack, a look back at second, and he comes to the plate, and that's strike 2. Nice curveball on the outside corner. He's ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count to Teasley. Inger at the sack. Kicks and deals. Ooh, check swing. It's 2-2. Teasley able to hold up. And to count it 2-2. Inger back foot on the rubber. Now he's at the belt. Look back at second. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. 7th strikeout. Teasley down on strikes. And that leadoff single is for naught. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 7.5, it's the Crabs 5 and the B52s nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball. KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Crabs well on their way now to winning their 34th game of the season against only 10 defeats, and for purposes of local bragging rights, on their way to winning their 3rd out of 4 contests with the B-52 Bombers, reversing last season when the Bombers won 2 out of 3 from the Crabs. I don't think we're going to see any less than 4 games in the future between these two teams.
No.
Here is Kellen Strom. A rare offer thus far for Kellen. He lined into a double play his last at bat. He's grounded out twice and flown out to his counterpart in center field. Right-hander versus right-hander. Gale winds and comes to the plate, and Kellen takes a pitch away, 1-0. It'll be Strom, Mendoza, and Figueiredo in the Crabs' 8th inning. The 1-0 offering misses high and inside, 2-0. We see a Crab throwing gently in the bullpen. My guess is that Jack Inger is going to be coming out for the 9th inning and going for a complete game shutout. The 2-0, that's a strike. Outside corner, 2-1. Liam's going to tell me in a minute how many pitches Inger has thrown to this point. The 2-1 count, fouled off behind the plate. It's 2-2 now to Strom. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Crabs' leadoff hitter. The 2-2 pitch. High and tight, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Liam just informs me that Jack Inger has thrown 102 pitches. Or 92 pitches, excuse me, 92 pitches. So he's definitely available, I believe, for the 9th inning. Ground ball, high chopper to the 3rd baseman, fielded there by Duggan. The throw to first, not in time. Kellen Strom, with some speed, beats it out. Jeff Giacometti doesn't like the call, and the manager of the B-52's is coming out, and he's going to have a word with the first base umpire. They've been giving Cowan trouble all night long. And the manager of the B-52's is having a say, pointing at the bag, and he's not going to make a change in the call.
Oh,
a
that was cold.
A little kick back, not close to hitting him, but kind of a dismissive kick by the manager of the B-52's. No, Michael did not see it. So an infield single for Strom, and he avoids an 0 for evening. Here's Johnny Mendoza. He's showing bunt, perhaps. Now he's pulling the bat back. The pitch. No, he does bunt, and it's in the air, and nobody's going to get it. Falls harmlessly to the turf between home and 3rd base. Foul territory. Strike 1. Johnny 2 for 4 on the evening, a single and a double. He has scored a run. Well, the B-52 Bombers got, how many hits last night? 18, 19?
It was like 18 hits. Yeah, it was a lot.
Well, the Crabs are up to 14 tonight.
Yeah.
No balls and a strike to Mendoza. Gale's pitch. Mendoza takes a breaking pitch outside, 1-1. At the set. The 1-1 offering. High pop-up and foul ground. First baseman Giacometti's going to run out of room. Back into the crowd. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Johnny Mendoza. Kellen Strom leads from first, held on there by Giacometti. Gale at the belt. His 1-2 pitch. Lined into left field for a base hit. So Johnny Mendoza with a 3-hit evening. And the Crabs now with runners at first and second and nobody out for Coco Figueiredo. Coco already a couple of base knocks in 4 trips. We have a right-hander now throwing in the bullpen for the B52 Bombers. Coco batting from the left side against the right-hander Gale. Gale at the belt, the pitch to Figueiredo. Coco lets it go, and it's a called strike one. Outside corner, just above the knees, 0-1.
I was almost expecting to see him bunt.
Kind of pouring it on to do that at this point, huh?
Well,
5-run lead.
Let's make it 7.
Yeah.
After last night, I don't know if I'd be comfortable with 5.
Foul ball off to the left and out of play. So Gale ahead on the count now. No balls and 2 strikes to Coco Figueiredo. On deck, McCarthy Tatum, and they haven't gotten him out yet tonight. Strom at second, Mendoza at first. Nobody out. Here in the Crabs' 8th, they lead 5-0. The 0-2 offering. Fouled behind us. We'll do it again, 0-2. Game has moved along at a rather rapid pace. The average Major League game now is a little less than 3 hours. We're going to be under that tonight.
We think.
We think. Who knows?
We never know.
As long as they keep hitting, keep playing. All right, 0-2 to Figueiredo. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to Giacomini. He goes to second base for 1. That's all they're going to get. So Figueiredo safe at first on the fielder's choice. Kellen Strom moves to third as Mendoza is cut down on the base paths. 1 out now. And here is McCarthy Tatum. He has walked, he has singled twice, he has doubled, he has driven in a run, he has scored 2.
What a night.
Runners at the corners, 1 out. The pitch to Tatum. McCarthy fouls it at the plate, strike 1. The manager of the B52 Bombers, that's John St. John, I believe, has been a little upset with the umpiring tonight. 0-1 the count to McCarthy Tatum. The pitch. Misses outside, 1-1. Strom at third. Figueiredo at first. 1-1 to McCarthy Tatum. Gale's pitch. Tatum hits a high pop-up in foul ground. Let's see if it's gonna stay in play. No, it's not. Back into the dugout of the B52 Bombers. It's 1-2. Gale at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. This is outside. Runner delayed break. He's going to go to second base without a throw. I don't think he's going to get a stolen base on that, is
Wild
he?
pitch. Since it bounced, he took off when it bounced, right?
Okay. Wild pitch. Coco at second. Strom at third. So a couple of runners now in scoring position and a 2-2 count on the Crabs cleanup hitter McCarthy Tatum. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on an inside fastball for the first time tonight. McCarthy Tatum is makes an out, 2 down, and that'll bring up Connor Blair. And Blair has had a couple of base knocks. He has driven in a pair of runs, and he has scored a run, and he has stolen a base. So a good night for Connor. The Crabs now 5 runs on 15 base hits.
Wow.
Time is called for a moment as Connor Blair reties his shoes. Now he's set. All right. Strom leads from third. Figueredo from second. The pitch to Connor Blair. Strike called outside corner with a off-speed breaking ball, 0-1. Now there is a right-hander throwing in the bullpen, so I'm not 100% sure that Jack Inger is going to come out for the 9th inning. I'd like to see it.
I would
since
too.
He's got
I think
a
he may
shutout.
just be out there just in case Jack gets in some trouble.
Yeah. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, same spot, same pitch, same call. Strike 2 to Connor Blair. Connor didn't like it either. 0-2. Gale working from the stretch with runners at second and third, and now Blair steps out of the batter's box momentarily, getting the okay from home plate umpire J.J. Norton. The 0-2 pitch to Blair. High pop-up foul out of play. All right, Connor back in the batter's box. Gale, back foot on the rubber, looks into Morris for his sign. Kicks and deals 0-2. High with a fastball, 1-2. As usual, we want to thank Tammy Matsumoto for giving us lots of information about the Bay Area Blues, who are going to be here Friday night. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball is hit high in the air to left field. It's playable. It's the center fielder coming over. No, it's going to be the left fielder, Carling, who gathers it in for the 3rd out. No runs. There were 2 hits. No errors, 2 left, and at the end of 8, the score remains the Crabs 5 and the B52's nothing. Else Crabs baseball, KGOE 1480. Over 1,000 fans in the park tonight enjoying the Crabs as they seek their 34th win of the season against only 10 setbacks. And Jack Inger going for a complete game shutout. He has been
magnificent.
Well, magnificent. That's the right word. Given up only 4 hits and has not allowed anyone to cross home plate. Spencer Duggan, 0 for 3 on the evening. Spencer, a good hitter, so he's going to be followed by Julian Gonzalez and Jeff Giacomini. So the 2, 3, and 4 hitters try and prevent Jack Inger from getting the shutout and perhaps getting the B52's back into the contest. Duggan, no success thus far against Inger, and the first pitch is right down the heart of the plate with a fastball, strike one. Inger has fanned 7 batters. He has not walked anybody. He did plunk one batter, the man on deck, Julian Gonzalez. That fastball is low, and the count even at 1 to Spencer Duggan. Duggan, Gonzalez, and Giacomini, the last hopes for the B52's. The 1-1 just misses outside with a fastball. Spencer Duggan had a notion but held up, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is hit in the air to center field. It's going to be the right fielder, Connor Blair, who gathers it in right center for the first out of the inning. Julian Gonzalez has twice grounded out pitcher to first, and he was plunked by a pitch, so he's 0 for 2 officially, left-handed hitter. Inger rocks into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Oh, and 1 to Gonzalez. Breaking pitch misses wide, a ball and a strike. Inger's 1-1. High fly ball into center field. That's going to be playable. Strom a few steps back. Kellen's under it, and he gloves it, and we're down to the final out.
That was the only, let's see, the only hit, I think that's only 3 fly balls to the outfield now, 4 in the whole game by the B52's.
Yeah. Yeah, back to back here. Duggan to right field, Gonzalez to center. And here's Giacomini, who has not had a splendid evening. He has grounded into a double play. He has struck out and grounded out third to first. So he's 0 for 3 for the cleanup hitter for the B52 Bombers. Legendary Crab, member of the Crabs Hall of Fame. Takes the first pitch high and outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Giacomini never gets cheated on his cuts. And with his power, Inger does not have that shutout until the final out is recorded. 1-1 to Giacomini. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Another big cut. Whew.
Challenge pitches. He's throwing them heat, throwing the cheese. And it's 1-2.
Down to their last strike.
Inger rocks into the windup. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball just foul outside of third base. We'll do it again, 1-2. Inger looks into Mendoza. The windup, the pitch. Breaking ball, and Giacomini hangs in there, fouls it off to the right out of play, so we'll do it again, 1-2. Right-hander versus right-hander. Inger rocks into the wind, and the 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the ball game. And one of the finest pitching performances of the year by Jack Inger in his first start. He gets a big hug from Johnny Mendoza. And
that was spectacular.
the Crab dugout out to shake the hand of Jack Inger. What a fine pitching performance.
That was something. Brilliant.
The final score then 5-0. The line score, no runs, 4 hits, no errors for the B52 Bombers. 5 runs, 15 hits, and no errors for the Crabs. Another errorless ball game for Liam. He likes to see those errorless ball games. And a good night for the Crabs as they pick up their 34th win of the season. We sure hope you're going to join us for the final weekend of the season, beginning Friday night as the Bay Area Blues come into town for a 3-game set. Any final words tonight, Benjamin?
No, Friday night, be here.
Be there or be square. No jeans or capris, please. No, you can wear your jeans and capris if you want. All right. From the ballpark, for my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, I'm Hoke Holcomb, and we're rounding third and heading for home.